You are listening to ProveText, a Glossa House podcast exploring Scripture with Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb and Dr. Frederick J. Long. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to ProveText. I'm Michael Halcomb, and in this episode I want to share with you three things that I'm thinking about. The first thing is guns. I don't know about you, but as an American citizen, frankly, I'm tired of hearing about school shootings. I'm tired of seeing news clips and news headlines having to do with school shootings. And recently, one of our family friends, three of their kids were in the school in Nashville when the shooting went down. I'm just tired of this, and it's really frustrating that in what is supposedly one of the most developed and civilized nations in the world, we can't get something done on guns. Now, I understand the gun lobby is powerful and the NRA has a big reach, but it really is a travesty. And as a Christian who's about peace and supposed to be about peacemaking, it's really sickening to see what's happening. It's been on my mind, and just been thinking about it a lot. School shootings and have happened in other places, but since the 70s, there have been over 2,000 school shootings in the United States, with over 700 killed, or around 700 killed. And even just since 2009, there have been nearly 300 school shootings. It's crazy to see how it's ramping up like that, and nothing's happening. It seems like nothing's happening. In countries like Australia, where we saw a massive tightening on guns, it's not like you couldn't own one, but it just took a lot more work and effort to get one. We've seen no school shootings or mass shootings since that's taken place. Really. In other countries like Scotland, where there was a school shooting in 1996 in a school gym, that led to legislation banning the ownership of most handguns, right? And automatic, semi-automatic rifles, that sort of thing. Those were already outlawed, but it increased tighter gun laws. And then if you look at Germany, sort of same thing. You saw in 2002 a school shooting there, and then that led to much stricter gun laws in that country. And so America needs to do something. I was talking with a relative of one of the people who is the head of gun control at a federal level in the United States, and this person was saying that for their parent who works in that position, like the lack of support to get any movement on making a difference and tightening up on gun laws seems impossible, because organizations like the NRA and the politicians that they have in their back pockets are blocking that. I'm sick of it, and I think if you're a Christian and you have any sway in that realm, then throw your weight around. Other than that, pray that something major happens in this regard. The next generation of kids is going to be wondering where we were. Why weren't we doing anything? Why weren't we standing up and speaking up? And so, I think the whole gun and violence thing those are theological issues, and I think we all need to be thinking more deeply and carefully about them, and to articulate what these weapons that are designed to kill, why we have such a plethora of them, and why they're so easy to get. So I've just been thinking about guns lately, and regardless of your perspective on that, whether it's similar to mine or different than mine, I think this is a discussion that we need to be having as Christians, and the church needs to be having. We need to be articulating a theology around this. On a much lighter note, something else that I'm thinking about, and I can only sort of give you a preview of coming attractions here, or not really even that, but just put this on your radar, is that For 11 years, Glossa House has been up and running, and for most of that time, for most of that decade, people have been asking us if we have our books in digital form, ebook form, and we haven't. But we have really been talking at here at Glossa House about what it would look like to have that sort of option available. So I'm thinking that in the near future, this may be a possibility at Glossa House. I can't say much about it, but it's something that is really uh, constantly in discussion, a matter of discussion on the table in Glossa House. And so I'm pretty excited if what we're dreaming up and thinking about can come to fruition. I think you, our client base, you're going to love it. And, we just want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and we're protecting our authors and their work. And we're really taking care to make sure everyone who's put in all the research time and writing time and editing time and creating the book time, like everyone is honored in a way that maintains, I guess, the sort of protectedness of stuff when it comes to making our resources digitally available. And so that's been a long discussion we're having, but I think maybe we have come up with a solution. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. We're pretty excited about it. We can't guarantee that it's going to happen, but it looks like it might. Another thing that I've been thinking about, if you ever need to design a logo, well, AI can do that for you. And I've been sharing about ChatGPT the last few weeks on here. But another AI tool that I think is really cool is brandmark.io. And you can go in there, go to that website, brandmark.io, and essentially you can create a logo. You can, what it's going to do is when you go there, you're going to click the create logo button. You're going to put in your brand name. You're going to put in your slogan, and it's going to generate a host of possible logos. Now, you can buy that logo, you can screenshot that logo and keep it. But there's some really cool stuff that brandmark.io can do for you. And there's other AI logo generators as well, not just this one. But I just want to put that on your radar because that's something I'm thinking about. And yeah, that's the three things that are on my mind right now. Guns and logos and Glossa House digital resources. All right, hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.